Hey guys, welcome to The Struggle with Candice Thompson. I am Candice Thompson, if that wasn't obvious. Thank you for tuning in. New listeners, thank you for joining. The podcast is where I have guests come on and we complain about being an adult and all the things that we're struggling with. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope you can relate to a lot of the crap we would talk about on this show. You can find me at social media, Jokes by Candice, CandiceThompsonComedy.com for my calendar. And now I'm going to introduce my co-host, who's filling in for Mal Hall. This is now 2 episodes in a row that you have to deal with this guy.
Oh, shit.
And I'm so happy that he agreed to do this with me. Rell Battle.
I'm here because you're paying me in Bitcoin. So I take what I can get. Salutations, listeners. I don't know what else to say.
Are you podcasted out at all, Rell?
What do you mean?
Like, have you been doing a lot of podcasts ever?
I'm doing a lot.
It's exhausting.
But this is, I'm not even saying because you're here. Yeah. This is definitely my least favorite. This one, out of all the podcasts I've done, this one is the bottom of the barrel. No, we have fun, Candice.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, I was like, after I was like, who do I want to fill in for Mal? And after the first 15 people turned me down, I was like,
what, Rell's probably available? Yes, I am.
No, Rell, I like our chemistry. So that's why I was like, let me have Rell back.
Yeah.
Rell Battle back. So thank you. Plug your stuff. Where can people find you?
What am I doing? This coming out 2 Tuesdays. I will be in LA somewhere, but I don't know. It's no St. Louis not gonna work because they're gonna be next weekend.
Yeah.
I ain't doing shit. I'll be here next week in the corner kicking it. I'm bringing rib tips next week for whoever your other guest host is. I got nothing on the schedule.
He's gonna do catering for the Struggle podcast.
I'm going on monster.com to find a new gig.
Is that Rell in the back with a barbecue?
I'm here on LinkedIn with barbecue tips for sale. Former comedian / actor.
But that's legit how we feel in this business. If we go like 2 weeks without doing something, you feel like I should probably look for another job. I don't think this industry wants me in here anymore. Yeah. So yeah, it's that serious. Yep. Anyway, did you plug your stuff already? I got your social media?
Everything, Rell Battle, at Rell Battle, every, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram.
LinkedIn?
Whatever. Yeah. Trying to get that gig.
Poshmark. Now, Poshmark. Now I'm going to introduce our hilarious and lovely guest for the day, Miss Kerryn Feehan.
Thank you so much.
New York comic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't I good at being quiet before I was introduced?
You were. That's the hardest part, I think, for comics, is just sitting there.
You knew your role.
Yeah. And not saying anything.
I had a podcast, and like the thing I fucking hated the most was people being like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, shut up. Fuck.
We will get to you.
You're the guest.
And I've talked about this before on other podcasts here, but I pride myself in having short intros because I'd be listening to some people's podcasts and it's like 45 minutes into it.
Right. I swear you know this girl.
Right, what is this show about? Just get to it.
Right.
I'm tired.
I hate the back and forth with the hosts for like a half hour before they get to the guests.
Yes.
I came to listen to the guests.
The guests.
I hate that.
You guys have already said everything. Yeah. Like after a certain amount of episodes.
You are.
Right. Certain amount of episodes. Yeah, we know you. So thank you for being here. You were in town just for a few days.
Briefly. Very briefly. Yeah. That's how I like LA. And I love LA.
LA is great.
But I like getting it in, getting it hard, doing a bunch of stuff. Yeah. 3 to 4 day period.
Yeah.
And then go back to New York.
Out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you plug your social media?
I'm at Kerryn Feehan on Instagram, at KFreehams on Twitter. That's how I trick fat people into following me.
Talk about lunch meats.
Prosciutto and bologna.
All those salted cured meats will lure them in.
And they stay when I start making fun of them. No, but yeah, that's it. That's me.
Well, we met. Was that like a year ago now? I feel like it was.
I feel like it must be.
When Joyelle, one of my good friends who also was on this podcast a while ago, Joyelle Johnson.
She struggles.
She has so many struggles. But I feel like also just being a woman in comedy, especially like a woman of color in the world and in comedy, you have it's a lot. So anyway, that's how we met. We hit it off, and now you're back. Thank you for coming and doing this.
Thank you for having me. I've been following you. I've been listening to not whole podcasts. I'm not a fucking nerd, but I listen to a clip here and there.
Enough. You listen to enough.
Yeah.
Well, good, because we're only doing 15 minutes today with you. Get out.
Get out.
Literally, I gotta go.
Kerryn stubbed her toe. We don't give a shit. Get out of here.
All right. So my quick struggle that I want to talk about is kind of a serious one. I don't. In comedy, there's a lot of depressed people. Shut up, Rell.
What do you have me here for? Go ahead.
If not to snore in the middle of your spiels.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But no, there's a lot of depressed people in comedy. And I think that it's not specific to comedy, but I think that comedy attracts, some very damaged people. And, we had Nick Youssef on the podcast a while ago. He talked about being depressed. Mm-hmm. And it's getting to the point now where I'm noticing like so many of my friends are legit depressed. Like they're taking things for it. And I don't know what my responsibility is as a friend to how often do I need to check? Because there's so many.
Right.
And I'm like, they have families and other friends. So I don't know, should I be caring? Like, do I need, because I check up on all of them. I'm like, hey, I just want to check in and make sure you're still okay.
Right.
I just want to make sure that, you're loved and stuff like that, because I don't know what they're going through. And I feel like either I could be doing more or I don't know what I should be doing as a friend to make sure. Is it my responsibility? I don't know.
To push them over the edge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Clear the table for your career.
I know. I'm like, what can I send them? Like, what sort of advent calendar can I make up? Where it's like, today your life didn't get any better.
So you should just go ahead and, handle it.
I don't know.
So there's more stage time for the rest of us.
Right. Don't ask me. Is this working on stage? It's not working in this text message. This isn't funny. You're supposed to be my fun, cool comic friend.
Right.
If I want to press fans, I'd hang out with actors.
Right. This is too real.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was texting with a friend last night and he asked me about a comic. He was like, have you seen so-and-so in a while? And I was like, honestly, no. And I was like, what about you? He was like, no. And he was like, I text her and she didn't respond. And like, now I'm worried. Now I got to check up on this person.
Yeah.
Listen, that's just Darwinism, though. The crazy fishes fucking die sometimes.
That's true.
Damn, you guys are dork. Dork as fuck. You like Candice, sometimes you just got to let them.
The truth is because you can't save them. As someone who is an alcoholic and like is a person who's like relapsed and been a complete mess.
Yeah.
There's it's 100%. They're not going to change until they want to sort of. And I don't want to lump depression in with that. I guess it's kind of different.
But that depression can lead to alcoholism.
Sure.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
Vice versa. Yeah.
How long you been clean now?
Clean. I like that. Clean. Like
are you clean?
Like I had like needles hanging out of my arm.
I don't know if she is clean.
Sober.
Are you clean?
Kerryn, that last Mindy Tucker picture, you had straight up sores all over your face. You look like
I love the comedic specific Mindy Tucker.
Yeah. That was like Mindy's meth campaign. Kerryn was the star. I haven't had a drink in 3 months and like 23 days.
Oh, wow.
So this is like another start to my journey. I'm excellent at quitting drinking. I've done it for 2.5 years twice.
Some might say you're terrible at it.
I am.
But I guess the glass is half full.
Yes, it's certainly
literally pun completely intended.
I know. I do envy people who are like, I have 12 years, 15 years, 32 years. I'm like, yeah, but when do you get choked out and fucked really hard? Don't you need to have some fun? I'm not saying I want to get choked out every night or whatever, but sometimes you get bored and you have a day-to-day. I have a corporate job and sometimes it's oh man, we got to break up this grind a little bit.
Yeah,
right. This is too monotonous.
Yeah, I get you.
So you have a. Oh wait, hold on. Before we get Rell, did you have?
Oh right, Rell.
Did you
have my turn?
Yeah.
I do.
Besides that hat. No,
I'm working on it. That's pretty good.
Damn, shots fired.
That was black roast skills right there.
What is that hat,
She watching Def Jam from '93. She been practicing.
He is wearing a camo hat with a heart on it. Is there any relevance to that? Does that mean anything?
He loves to remain unseen.
The relevance of fuck, I gotta go do this podcast with Candice. That's what well, I'm wearing whatever. No. I have an empathetic. I'm not a really good friend right now. And my struggle is to maintain relationships with friendships, with friends, and seeing people.
Friends that are in the industry, or friends that are just in general.
In general, I don't go to birthday parties. I don't go to.
You go to my birthday parties.
I haven't been to your birthday in 2 years. Actually.
I didn't have one this past year,
but I see you enough where I don't feel like I have to be there.
That's true. Meanwhile, he wants everybody to come to his birthday parties.
Yeah.
That's the narcissist in him.
Yes.
But I feel like my birthday parties are like, I don't even do it for me. I don't even have fun at my birthday parties. I do it, honestly.
It's for the people.
It's really for everybody else.
Oh, you are such a philanthropist.
You ever been to my birthday party before?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm walking around making sure everybody else is good. I don't even get drunk. I'm just like making sure everybody else is having a good time. Anyway, I don't see my friends, and I can tell you a year worth of text messages with Yasser. Let's go have lunch next week.
And it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
No, I know.
So I don't want to just see my friends in the comedy club, but I'm just struggling on just trying to find time to maintain, because I don't really, people like, I don't hang out with.
You're a hustler.
Yeah, but you got to be around real people sometimes that aren't just audiences. That's not a relationship with me and the audience outside of that when I'm off stage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to, like all my I got 6 god kids. My nephew is in
Jesus.
3rd grade now. I'm like,
You can probably slim that number down.
Yeah.
Lose one of those kids.
My nephew saw a picture of like,
Well, first of all, who's asking you to be a godparent?
Right,
That's
I know,
irresponsible.
Right.
Well, I'm a really loyal friend.
Are you? You just said your struggle is that you are a bad friend.
Loyalty not to like seeing you, like there's no friend that can ever say Terrell. There's nobody can say Terrell ever betrayed them, or Terrell ever fucked a girl, or there's no friend that can ever say that about me.
You're a loyal deadbeat friend. That's what you're saying. That's a great
My dad
way.
wasn't around, but I never went to jail. That's a lie. I've been in jail 4 times. That's a lie.
4 times?
Wait, have you?
Yeah.
For what?
4 times.
I gotta,
You know who I want to be the godfather to my kids?
Yeah.
Someone who's been incarcerated.
This felon.
Not one.
You might not know this about me, Candice.
4
You
times.
might not know this about me, Candice, but I kind of have a big mouth.
You don't say.
No, I've been locked up.
So
4
you got
times.
locked up for talking
Not
back?
jail, like
Prison.
no, not prison. Jail.
You mean jail?
Jail. Yeah.
Yeah, you meant jail. You didn't.
I never had to
You were
wear
in a
stripes.
holding cell.
I never had to wear stripes. I've been locked up about 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a whole. Other
I was going
struggle.
to say that's a whole nother episode. I think we need to put a pin in there.
I'm not a really good friend. I can't get a credit card.
I'm a good friend.
I can't own a home.
I'm literally taking care of probably 4 comics financially. Right? I'm not gonna say.
Are you serious?
So I'm a loyal friend in that way.
Tell those dumb hoes to quit.
Not taking care. Let me not say taking care. Just
Yeah, tell them to listen to this podcast
yeah.
and get their shit together.
That's probably the guilt of not being able to see him. Okay, you need rent here. I'm
No
probably taking care
way.
of like 4 comics.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Rell.
Oh my god! Like
I love my friends, man.
I've been like homeless. Like I've dated a lot of comics, and they have been homeless from time to time, and I've lived in my dwelling where I was paying rent.
Is that homeless? Like if
Yes. If they don't have a place to go home to at night, yes.
Yes.
If I'm a comic,
homeless.
if I'm
There's only
a
one
comic,
definition.
if I'm a comic and I'm fucking a girl and I just stay with her,
You're homeless.
You're home, and
But
you're
it's
not paying rent anywhere else. Are
Rell.
you contributing to her rent?
if I'm giving her a little bit, not now. This
Of course. No, this was years ago.
Right.
You were homeless.
But I'm fucking her. I'm over there all the time anyway.
You were homeless.
So
if
she's-
you ain't on the lease,
Right. Yeah.
I'm on the lease now, and I'm fine.
you're still homeless.
No,
I'm kidding.
Yeah, like
But
I don't do
that's
leases.
right.
if y'all
Big
didn't,
brother.
if you guys didn't move in together and that was the intent, and
Right.
you were just staying there because you guys were dating, you were homeless.
Right.
Really?
Absolutely.
But it doesn't. I always equate homelessness to being on the street.
Yeah. No, of course. But no, you were. Look,
If she could say get the fuck out, I got nowhere to go. That's what
Right.
you mean.
and that yes,
So I was homeless.
yes.
Nah, I don't
This is
look
why
at that.
men are so ridiculous.
And it happens all the time.
No, I know.
Chicks, we do it all the time.
First of all, most comics
I will
have been
never.
homeless then.
I will never let a guy stay with me unless he has his own place.
Yeah, that's smart.
Unless he's moving in with me on
Then
purpose.
most comics have been
That's
homeless.
smart.
I know that.
That's the case then.
And that's why
Matter
I
of fact,
don't
I
date
don't know
comics.
one comic who wasn't homeless. Now I think about it. That's
Me.
the case.
I've never been
for
homeless.
men.
Women.
Yeah.
Women, we have our
female-
shit together
Right.
for the most part.
Women comics can't live beneath their means. Male comics can.
Women in general normally can't. Like, that's why
I don't know
comics-
women. I don't know women comics.
We would prefer.
Since I don't have any.
you don't know any regular women.
We would prefer if the male comics living beneath their means would stop it.
Yeah, get your shit together.
We don't have the fear of the same fears you guys have.
Of course.
We can kind of just be out there and not worry about the
Of
shit you
course,
guys are.
I literally.
So we can do that.
I was literally. I saw Jamar last night we were both at the store, and he's going to New York for like a couple months, and I was like, "Where you staying?" He was like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
And I said, "What are you talking about?"
Right.
We could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I said, "What do you mean? You're going there
Yeah.
for 2 months?" I was like, "You have no plan." He's leaving Wednesday.
Right.
That's like
Right.
2 days from now.
We
He's
can
gonna
we
be.
can figure it out. Yeah. We can figure it out. We'll be fine.
And I would never go anywhere without a place to stay. That wouldn't
No.
even dawn on me.
But you
No.
you guys need
Well, no, of course.
safety.
Right, I know.
I'm not worried about rape. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Or assault or whatever.
Right,
So.
right.
I need my place. I also now I've been a proud member of Equinox Gym for a few,
Look at you.
You stated.
You got Equinox money?
thank you for like a few months now.
That's great.
You know what I mean? And I need that level of amenities in
And that's
my
the
life.
nicest gym. That's not like
No,
LA
I know.
Fitness. That's not Crush.
Equinox Gym is on my vision board because
Yeah.
I belong to LA Fitness right now, and
Yeah.
let me
got
tell
it.
you.
Candice, they're around the corner. I think you have it right now. You just need to make that leap.
Well, I can't right now because
you
I
got
literally,
LA
I
Fitness.
just kicked out my roommate, so my rent's about to double.
Shit.
So my rent's about to double.
That's just an adjustment. You got
It is. I'll be fine,
Right.
but at the same time, it's like I don't want to jump into
don't
that
wanna
just yet.
jump another-
Let's say a year from now, I'm gonna be
You're gonna
living by
I'm gonna
myself
be
and
like-
at Equinox,
At that point, a year from now in the future, I'll be able to text you the scent of a eucalyptus towel.
and I'll be like, "Bitch, I'm right there with you. Mine's spearmint."
It's like that. Like I can't not have like Kiehl's body lotion on my body like every day now.
Yes.
I can't go back. I
No,
can't go
Kiehl's
back.
How much is
amazing.
membership there?
I belong to only one, which is the lowest tier. So I'm like, very humble Equinox. It's $205 a month.
Jesus.
But my gym has a rooftop pool.
Yeah.
So and I
Go and hang out.
I have a writing gig up the street. I leave every day for like a 2-hour lunch.
Wow.
That's great.
I answer emails, whatever. If they need me, I'm
Go
right
work
around
out,
the corner. Yeah.
Get a spot. Get a
Equinox is a
massage.
club of weights. That's all it is.
Yeah. It's like, and I'm like, I should probably like try to like date or whatever.
Yeah.
I am putting in a lot of effort for like, the gym life and this and that, but I should make eye contact with these guys who kind of check me out.
Are the guys hot at the gym?
There's
Equinox?
some hot guys.
I feel like there would be at Equinox.
Yeah, there's also like a lot of gay guys. So I mean, that's like you gotta really think and.
Well, right. And are they out or are they like?
There's
Because you never know out
and that's fine.
in New York and LA, man. They be.
Like, you go to Equinox and you're out. You don't go to Equinox unless you're out. LA Fitness, you might be in the closet. Come on.
I mean, I don't know, bro. But
I don't know.
You seem to know pretty well, so I'm gonna take your word for it.
I live in West
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Okay.
My radar, my gaydar is good now.
Okay.
No, it's not. We've had this discussion.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We've talked about people.
He was an outlier. This nigga was the Jackie Robinson of
Homosexual.
homosexual. He's special.
Oh, we can't get into that on this podcast.
I've willed a man straight before.
No, you haven't.
Willed the man?
In my mind, I'm like, you'll like it. You'll like it.
That was
Like, ugh.
and then how did that turn out?
Not well for
Yeah.
my self-esteem.
Yeah. We like to think we can change people.
Right.
Even in that situation.
Right.
It's like, oh, I'm going to make you like women. No.
He's
It's-
going to evolve into liking this pussy.
Yeah. There was a
over
Seinfeld
it.
episode about that where Elaine tried to get a guy to
Oh,
switch teams. Yeah, it didn't work. She failed miserably.
She did.
Yeah.
Elaine's a dime.
She is. She's gorgeous. Still is. Okay, let's get into your struggle. We
Right.
briefly got into it with alcohol. You have you have a tattoo we noticed when you came in here,
Yes.
and it says "Don't serve me."
That's right.
And I said, what is that? What is that for? What does that mean?
I told you, like, I'm a famous breakdancer.
You got served.
But I'm undefeated. Because I just flashed this. Don't serve me.
Don't
you
serve me. You're going to regret it.
It works for tennis. No, it's for bartenders. And it's funny, every time I relapse, I relapsed once now with this tattoo, and it turns out bartenders cannot read cursive. They don't care.
They don't.
But is it really for them?
It's for me.
For you.
It's for everyone.
Like, you go, no,
Yes.
sorry.
It's
Yes, that's
if
what I
she's
say.
coming to your house and you have a party, it's
Right.
literally that I'm letting you know, don't serve me.
I say that on stage. I'm like, listen, I'm your problem now, everybody. Okay.
Yeah,
I've given it up. I've given up to God.
Yeah, you're our responsibility.
My 4-year-old nephew is learning how to read. I'm like, this is going to be a fun conversation. Auntie Kerryn go boom boom on her face a lot.
So wait, when did you get that tattoo?
God, let me think. So I didn't drink for 2.5 years after I got it. Then I relapsed for like a year. So
You've had it for a minute.
I've had it for like 3.5 years. Yeah.
So it's kind of working.
Sure. Yeah. I've been sober for more than I've been, drinking since I've gotten it.
And
Okay.
it constantly reminds you of the struggle.
It's right there. It's funny when I was relapsing though. You'd wake up in the morning, you'd be like, oh, yeah, right. You're like,
Yeah.
no, just kidding. And I
Put a JK at the end of the tattoo.
Does that serve as a level of like a guilt thing? Every time you look at it, like, I fucked up last night.
Sure.
That's it?
I mean, I've done so much fucked up shit.
This is what I want to hear.
Can we get into any of this? Let's talk about
There's
it.
a very old, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the podcast Legion of Skanks.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's a very old episode where I am in a full-on blackout on that episode.
Wow.
Just calling everybody fat, like telling like Big J to like do sit-ups. I was like flashing my tits.
So wait, did they drink on the show, or were you drunk when you got there?
I think I started drinking.
Like during the day?
During the day. I was like working brunch somewhere, and I was like, oh, let me go ruin this.
Let's go hard with these bottomless mimosas.
I got a full
Bottomless,
schedule.
you say?
Full schedule. Let's fuck this up.
So that was like a rock bottom for me.
Now the show, I've never listened to it, but like, is everyone drinking or drunk, or were you the only one that came lit?
I was lit. I was above and beyond.
Everyone else?
Everybody might have had a beer or two, maybe a little, but
okay.
not even close to how blackout wasted I was.
You don't remember anything from the podcast?
I don't. It's like maybe like a few like here and there or whatever. Like Louis J. Gomez like threw like a glass of water in my face, or not a glass of water, like just threw water. It wasn't bad.
To like wake you up?
Yeah, I deserved it. I was like punching. I was like messing with him.
Oh, you cool with these guys now?
Yeah.
You explain what
Wait, you
happened?
guys used to date though, too, huh?
Yes, we dated.
I remember that just from Roast Battle.
Yes.
Because you did Roast Battle and you battled him.
Correct.
What was it? And you guys were dating when you battled.
Yes.
So what was that like? I don't remember. Who won?
I did.
You won.
Actually, he won, but I did. We tied and had to go to extra innings.
Oh, that was good.
So it was good. It was a good battle. But
And you guys are still cool?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, we're fine.
That's good.
I love Louis. He's great. He just had that fight. I was like very impressed with him. I was like, he lost a lot of weight because he was like a big, gross, fat slob when I was dating him.
Hilarious.
I was like,
They always change after.
Always, yeah. I mean, that's the thing that happens with breakups, right? You break up and then like things just usually get better.
Well, that's what, and then we were literally just talking about this on the earlier episode. Like maybe that's the key to relationships is like
breaking up.
And because you change, you learn, and that's when you're like, oh shoot, maybe I should have done this. You learn from other relationships you get in, and you're like, maybe I had it good with this person and I just ruined it.
Or it's like it was what it was with that person, and it will be what it is with the next person.
Right.
It's kind of like everybody's going to be different. You take different things away from it. But I also think things are cyclical as shit.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I also, and that's what I love about relationships, like even though I avoid them like the plague, is I don't avoid them, but I'm very picky with who I choose to spend my time with, especially intimately.
Right.
And so, but we are supposed to learn from every relationship that we're in. So we take that on to the next. So people who actively avoid relationships, it's like you're learning nothing about yourself.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's why we have to force ourselves to get connections with people, even if it's just friendships or like family members or whatever.
Right.
You learn about yourself. Yeah.
Right. I've been single for a while. I mean, I've been like sleeping with a shit ton of people, but I've been single for a while.
Lucky. I wish I could do that.
It's easier than you think.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Not in my head.
Not for everyone, and that's fine.
Not for everybody, yeah.
It's like your experiences. Sometimes it's quality versus quantity. Sometimes, I mean, I'll jump into bed with a stranger on a whim. But I haven't dated anyone, but I've been a lot happier in like all other areas of my life because I don't have somebody like telling me what to do. I don't have to like respect anyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
In a way, like I like posting a lot of butt pictures. I like just like working out, like showing off my body because I am a declining 8 and I'm just going to get it in.
You are so stupid. She said I'm a declining 8.
I just want to try to get it in
which
while
is
I can.
not true, by the way.
Just trying to like have fun. But
stupid.
And I've had boyfriends forever. Like I had a boyfriend in high school. I had a boyfriend from when I was like 20 till I was 28.
Oh wow.
It's weird because I'm only 28 now.
Because I'm only same here.
Just like keep turning 28. It's so weird. I shop at Forever 28. Maybe that's why. But and that was like back to back boyfriend. That it's like I know now like what you're saying about learning. Like I am as far as dating. I don't really jump into relationships. I'll jump into bed, but I like relationships. I'm like I can't.
Well, sometimes that's just smarter.
Deal with you. Like I don't like you enough to
invest time.
Exactly.
Right.
Effort. Like go out of my way to go to your home. That's not going to happen. I have a dog.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people are just to have sex with.
Yeah.
Because like there's no way. And like there's no way this would work as a relationship, but I care about you as a person.
Yes.
And we can just have fun together.
And if everybody's on the same page, there's really no hurt feelings usually. It's fun. It's just fun.
Maybe that's just a comedic thing for you guys because I call everybody else like regular people, I consider them to be civilians.
Civilians, yeah.
Civilians that I don't. My experience, that doesn't exist. Where you can just be like, you're just to have sex with. Civilian women I've slept with.
They get attached.
Comedians kind of like, okay.
They get it.
Because you're Rell.
Once you, not even because of me. Most
You're
guys,
so irresistible, Rell.
You infect them with that charisma.
That is a factual thing. That's why I can't sleep with a non-comedian girl for more than 3 times. After 3 times,
She wants to be serious.
it becomes, she expects the normalcy of it.
Yeah.
And I can go to St. Louis on a Wednesday and be gone for 2. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why.
Can I open for you?
You open for me? You don't open for me.
My legs.
All trash. Oh.
These legs.
Candice.
That's why I can't date
Battle. Regular.
Battle.
I mean, you can't date regular people because they're boring.
They're not boring.
Yeah, they are.
They're not boring.
No, just kidding. I'm just kidding, Candice's listeners.
She's great. I prefer not. I prefer not to date comics, but it just kind of happens because this is all we're around.
No,
Right.
I know. You just kind of
It's
fall
like I end
into
up
it.
like,
It's
oh
unfortunate.
shit, we're at the show, we're hanging out.
Right.
But civilians are cool. Just
the worst.
after 3 times, it's like
That's so funny.
They expect stuff from you. But and
they should. They should. But I can't. With my career, our careers, we just can't provide that.
Right. But also know that biologically, as women, there is a hormone that makes us attached to men after we have sex.
You don't get attached after 3 times with a guy, would you?
I don't know about 3. It's like once it's like 1. It's like the first
like
time.
when we kiss.
Yeah, when he kisses me, we're married.
We're there.
Oh yeah, this is it.
Because if a girl likes a guy, like if you like a guy and it's built up, and then that first kiss, I've like fallen too.
Yeah, if you do like somebody beforehand, and it's like there's been a flirtation or like there's like I've had a crush on you for a minute, then yes, it's like I'm in.
A bitch got to pay my bail money before.
It's so different for us. It's so different for us. Like you guys can detach so easily.
We can disconnect easily. No, but when we meet that one,
your genitals are outside. You were built for that.
Right.
It's true. We take in, you guys have it on the outside. It's like we literally, it's like we're taking in and we take in your emotions, your energy, everything. It's harder for us.
Yeah.
It's very hard. We're very different.
Your fungal infections.
But you don't get...
dude, look, when a dude's about to, I'd be like, look, you need to wash your hands before you come up in
Let
here.
me see your fingernails.
Absolutely.
Right now.
I know women that have gotten gotten infections because dudes had dirty hands. I'm not even kidding.
I'm looking at your fingernails all day. New York, how'd you get here? You took the train? Come here.
Yeah, and you see how we have to just be more responsible just by the way we're built.
Right.
We have to think about things that you guys don't even think about like all the time because you guys don't know how to wash my hands.
Because you're entered.
Yes.
Entering.
Yeah, you're leaving your mark in us. And it's like that could grow and develop into something from a person to a bacterial infection.
You think about all that shit the first time you hook up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You are too?
Yeah.
We have to. Your hands are going to be all on me and in me.
You get attached from the first guy, though, so it doesn't matter. You get attached early.
No, it depends on the guy. If, again, like we were saying, if somebody that I've been interested in,
right,
and then we need to have a talk.
But Kat, you don't get the booty out too often. So
I don't.
He has to be kind of cool, kind of special.
Sometimes I surprise myself with the last one. I'm trying new things.
Well, yeah, but at this age, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't did everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like maybe I need to step outside the comfort zone for a little bit.
It's crazy that men don't even think about it.
No, I know. You guys will stick it anywhere.
There's a lot of guys who
No. I won't stick it anywhere, but
Yeah.
You think I stick?
I'm not saying you specifically.
That's what I'm saying. You know,
but I bet you have some people on your list that you would not admit to us.
No, there's nobody on my list. You'd be like, I'll be ashamed of.
Come on, Rell.
4 years ago, maybe. Not now.
I'm not saying now.
Not now.
Why do you think we were talking present? We're talking about in your history of being a man.
As a man, you have to.
But that's what we're saying.
To learn how to have sex, you got to fuck whatever comes there. It's like open mics. You got to hit every mic. Around. You got to hit the shitty. You got to hit the shitty coffee shop.
Oh my God.
You got to hit the library show.
Oh, man.
The bar club with 2 people in the bar room.
He's
You
right.
got to fuck everything. You can't just go to fucking Carnegie Hall.
He's right. I started in the black rooms.
Exactly. You have to learn. You got to get comfortable. Listen.
She said she started in the black rooms. Hilarious.
The horrible people I would never sleep with now, I had to at 18, 19 to learn.
That's not necessary. I understand what you're saying, and there is some fact to that. But at the same time, even if you had had maybe 3 girlfriends over the years in your 20s, and you focused on pleasing those women, and they're all different, like you would have been well-versed in
I did learn more being
sex.
I've only been in long relationships, so I did learn more being in long relationships.
So you don't have to fuck everything to you can just focus on pleasing the person that you're with and just having a few different relationships and knowing that, every woman is different, but you're willing to put the effort in.
So much shit to not have a dick. I want Candice to have a dick for one day. and all this shit would be changed. You wouldn't talk none of this shit.
I want you to have a vagina.
I get it.
And I would love for you to have a vagina.
No, the difference is I understand that, and I would be like that. But you act like guys wouldn't be like, if you had a dick, you wouldn't be that guy. You would be that guy.
I probably would, but I also believe that as a person who puts a lot of time into bettering themselves and being self-aware and knowing that like you can't treat people like shit. Because I just don't like that.
Treat people like shit. You can still
I don't.
Fuck
but
a lot
like,
of girls and not treat people like shit. Every bitch, every girl I've ever fucked with, they still like me.
It's hard though. That's like sometimes you're not. There are guys that are very good at that. I know.
I don't believe. Cause I'm so as a black dude, I'm so scared of charges for whatever randomly.
Right.
I'm super.
You
nice.
don't want to get locked up a fifth time.
I'm super. Yeah. I'm nice. Even if one night stands get breakfast with me. Like I'm super cool about all that shit. I want you to always be comfortable, and I always want to be able to go back to New York and knock you down. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm always. I never close that door.
Keep you there. Well, no, but that's what guys do.
I never close that door. I don't know these guys who just ask. So, all right, can you leave? Like, I never.
Oh yeah, and I've never dealt with that. Like I've never dealt with that level of asshole. But at the same time, I've dealt with like dudes who play games. And that's a lot of guys.
Everybody plays games though. Girls have games.
I know. But like I'm not one of those people that plays games. So you're saying me as a dude, I would still be me. And I wouldn't play games.
You would play.
I like playing games because I like
when I was younger. I probably would have.
I like playing games because I like fucking like two comic dudes that are like friends with each other.
Stop it. Then letting them find out about each other.
And then I see like a picture of them on Instagram. And then like have their arms around each other. Like, yeah, it's my boy. I was like, ha. What's up, Monday and Thursday?
No, that's real shit. That's real shit.
That's like that gives me I get such a good laugh out of that.
Hilarious.
Me and Jamar have been Eskimo brothers so many times.
Right,
it's
I know.
crazy.
Were you you were fucking the same person at the same time?
Me and Jamar.
Is that what that term means? Eskimo brothers?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I thought you were Jamar when I walked in. I'm just kidding.
Look, let me say something. Real shit, Candice.
I retweeted Jamar the other day. He's so funny.
Candice.
Jamar's ridiculous.
Me and Jamar, LA. You know Matt Richards?
Yeah.
Me and Matt Richards in New York.
I love Matt Richards.
I can't go nowhere without.
Really?
We're overlap?
Me and Matt Richards.
I didn't know Matt was like that. Matt was like in my DMs the other day. I was
before he was in his.
He has a girlfriend.
Now, but when he.
He just looked at me like.
You just outed him.
Now, but.
She listens to this podcast.
I didn't mean Matt Richards. I meant somebody else. I meant Brandon Jackson.
Brandon TJ?
We were talking about dogs.
That's hilarious. So wait, you overlap with both these. So like you're sleeping with the same chick at the same time, or just someone that they've had sex with and now you were having?
It could be at the same time. Because think about women in comedy. You got some more like guys than girls who aren't in comedy. Whereas you'll have your Monday and your Tuesday. And
Monday,
Thursday. I'm sorry. We're not the only ones.
Spin class.
We're not in spin class. Wow.
I've never had a Monday and a Tuesday.
We're not the only ones. Guys aren't the only ones who do that now. Because your career is just like mine. Your life, your lifestyle, staying out, comedy. It's the same. So you'll have, and I was like, it's weird to be on the other side of that. Like, oh shit, okay. But I'm in New York like once in a while, so I expect them to do that. Yeah.
Hilarious.
I don't trip. I can't judge women if I do the same thing.
You can't.
If I do the same, I'm one of those guys like I do the same shit. I can't judge you.
I feel like as long as you're being pretty like upfront with people.
No,
that's all you have to do.
I don't want that. I don't want to.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't have to talk about it, but you just say we're not exclusive.
Oh,
that's all it is.
I thought you meant like, oh, yo, I'm fucking such and such on Wednesday.
When you say we're not exclusive, we just assume that.
That don't even come up when we had a conversation. Why? For what?
Because again, for the same, like we're saying, like someone could have, if you slept with someone 3 or 4 times and they're like, oh, maybe we're a thing.
If I could
it's not always the girl that thinks like that. It's like a guy sometimes, like.
Yes, correct.
Of course, the guy can get attached as well.
What's up with that?
I think guy comics who get way worse with that shit because they'll fucking. Male comics will make you feel.
They'll fucking cry at you and Rite Aid.
They'll make you feel uncomfortable.
You sound like this has happened.
And they'll make you feel. They'll make you feel uncomfortable at the comedy shows.
Of course,
they can try.
I've seen that.
So you're saying like if a dude is sleeping with a female comic and he's a comic and then he finds out that maybe she was sleeping with someone else and didn't tell him, that's the situation you're talking about that he gets sensitive about?
Yeah, I've been there. I found out I was hanging out somewhere. Let's just say it was Fat Black Pussycat. Let's just say that's a bar in New York. And it was like we were chilling, and then she comes in to meet me, and she goes, "Oh, I can't be here right now." I go, "For what else?" And then we had that conversation and whatever. It's like, "Oh,
Because there was another guy.
I've had to do that with an LA comic and a New York comic. Because an LA comic was in from out of town, and I had hung out with him the previous night.
Hilarious.
But then my dance card was full with a New York comic the next night. I had plans with him or whatever, but we were all in the same place. But I just went to the LA guy. I was like, hey, my dance card's a little full tonight.
But look, that's hilarious. The same thing, because I was the LA comic visiting. It's the same thing. I'm just telling our story. Oh, just right. Okay.
This is the more...
That was you.
It's me.
It was me. This is so incestuous.
I need to stop drinking as well.
It's so incestuous.
So
like
the
way that I've been like, I'm like, this is why I like can't.
Yeah,
but what choice do we have?
I mean, there are people who grow out of it. I have friends that are like, nah, I'm not fucking comics anymore, and that's fine. But I love funny guys.
Every girl says that. Every comic says that. And then they end up fucking a comic.
Well, yeah, it's gonna happen. Oh. It literally is gonna happen. I think I only know. No, but I was gonna say the one person I think of, but she had fucked a comic at first. She doesn't anymore, but even that person, no.
Every female comic has fucked a comic.
It's just gonna happen.
Every single one. Who else can live this lifestyle? Who else are you gonna see 4 a.m, right? Outside of a comic club when all the people have left?
Who else are you gonna text at 4 a.m. you up and they're gonna be like, yes.
Right.
We're at swingers when we come through. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We have no choice.
Or can I run this premise by you? No.
That used to be. You guys know this. That was the line back in the day. Well, still probably a new female comic comes in and you go, hey, you're really funny. Yeah. You should write together.
Yeah, all day. Write together all day.
I got that from. Who I had just started, fresh in comedy. I was an open micer maybe for like a month.
Oh god!
And I got
Candice is probably just like fresh meat. They're like vulture.
It was Tony Roberts and this white comic named he's like a wigger, white dude. What was his name? He's not gonna listen. Come on. Okay. No, this was years ago. I literally just started. This was years ago.
Trying to save these motherfuckers.
No, this was years ago. I'm sure he wasn't married at the time. But they were like, you want to have a writing session? Mm-hmm. Had never seen me do stand-up.
No.
I was at the Comedy Store for maybe like the first time.
Because that's the line when you...
Of course.
And listen, I'm guilty of that until I was told. We don't know any better. Go, that's corny as fuck. But when you're like a 3-year comic and she's an open micer, you think it might work. But I know it worked a lot of people. So it's like, you don't know no better. Now you don't do that shit. Now I'm just like, you want to come to set? So it changes.
It's upgraded.
I do get annoyed sometimes with chicks who are like, well, he took advantage of me. He said, like, do you want to, like, write together? And then he hit on me. It's like, welcome to the planet.
What did you think?
You know what I mean? Like, you have lip injections. Who are you talking to? Like, what are you talking about? Like, shut up. Like, oh, I don't know.
That's along the same line of, like, with the Aziz Ansari thing, with that story that was written by that chick. You saw that, Rell, right? Yeah. With that article. And it was like, he just doesn't know how to date women properly.
He's a bad date.
He's a freak, and you felt like blogging about it. Cool.
Yeah.
How many more followers you get?
Right.
It's a bad date. As a guy, I'll be really confused if a girl gives me 2 blowjobs in one night.
Right.
I would be like, what?
And then blogs about it.
Not saying that can't happen, but I would be like, I thought we were cool.
I thought we was okay with this.
I thought we were good. Right. I don't know. I thought we were good.
Yeah.
But you guys you both have heard that line before? From comics.
Oh, you want to write together?
Yeah,
of course.
Sure.
Word?
I've been like, oh yeah, this guy's hot. He wants to fuck. I'm gonna go write with him.
So you already know what you
like. We
do.
knew,
yeah,
right? The smart women, like, what do you write? You never even seen me perform before.
This is my question.
Yeah, the comics
terrible. The comics that have been successful with you guys, how did were they establish more?
Oh my god, the Lucas brothers were the cutest. They were the favorite because they hit on me. We were like, this
both
was
of them?
Early.
Did you date both of them?
I don't know.
They look exactly alike. They could have parent trapped me.
I hope so.
We're talking about twins a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of twin conversations.
Like, what's up, Keith? Who's Keith? Oh. My brother.
That's my boyfriend. We were on a show together early on, and they went up after me, and I don't know what I had done. Some joke about my butt, and they were like, no, Kerryn's butt. But I also had a boyfriend at the time. Or I'd just broken up with him, but those boyfriend jokes were still in the act.
Yeah.
So they were like, but then she said she had a boyfriend, so we stopped listening to her.
When she was honest.
When it was mean, I loved it.
We hear that so often. It's like, she said she had a boyfriend. Like, it's so sexist. It's so sexist and fucked
up. But it's honest.
It's honest, but it's fucked up. Like, you're just literally saying what you're saying on stage is not funny. I don't even care to listen. As soon as you say you have a boyfriend, I'm out.
Would you rather that or he fake pay attention to you because he thinks you're available to hook up with?
No, I'd rather than be honest, because then I know I'm not going to mess with you because you're a piece of shit.
It'd be cool if they were just like,
you want honesty, but then you don't.
No, it would be cool if that wasn't the first thing that went through their head. It's like, oh, now that she is a taken woman, she's no longer counts as a comedian.
Right.
It's like,
I thought you meant on the flirting level.
No, I'm saying
flirting is cute.
It's sexist. It's like literally you're discounting the fact that I could be funny.
Yeah.
Because I said that means you don't look at me as a person.
Right.
Every man is minimal. What you think? 10% sexist starts every man.
10%.
You're born
by default.
By being born a man, you are at least you start
Absolutely.
10%.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, and that's why I can't date civilian men either, because every man thinks he's funny. Every single.
We've had the same experiences.
Yeah. Every single dude. Like,
they try to compete.
Or he thinks he's funnier than you. You're a comedian. Well, it's more
just funny. They just think like this is gonna work in conversation all the time.
They try and top what we just say.
I'm a dude. I'm funny. It's what I do. I know. And then when you're funnier, God forbid, you're funnier than like.
Oh, it makes them feel terrible about that.
Does it really?
Yes.
I mean, I've had like some and I don't really love talking about it because it is like sometimes like in the workplace or whatever.
Yeah.
But like if you're like funnier than your boss, even if he's not supposed to be like the comedy,
that's not his job.
It's just like if you're funny, then he's just
emasculated.
Right. It just rubs him the wrong way.
From funny.
Yes, Rell. Man, even men who are not comics want to be the funny ones. And it's like, dates I've been on where the guy's just trying to be funnier than me. And I'm like, this is not a competition. But then again, I don't expect you to be funny.
But then your level of
funny. And also, you're not. So stop.
But that's not fair.
I'm fake laughing.
That's not fair. Your level of funny is a professional.
I know. So stop trying.
Somebody who's not a funny.
Well, of course. That's what. So don't even try. That's like, I know you're an accountant. I'm not going to come up here and do math problems in front of you because I think I'm better at math than you. I'm going to know my place. Stay in your lane.
So on his date, what's he supposed to do? How's the weather? He got to do something to show personality. What are you supposed to
do? Be himself.
You like fight someone.
But that's boring.
No, like
it's gonna be hard to entertain you if you're a comic.
Some people, I know, I understand that, but some people are naturally funny, and I have been on dates with the guys. I was seeing a guy who was naturally funny. Like literally, we would go back and forth with the riffs. He's not a comic, and it was great. And then I found out, like, oh, you're a weirdo, and you're also probably a closeted homosexual, and that's not gonna work.
Okay.
And that was disappointing because I was like the one person that I'd met who wasn't in comedy, who could keep up with conversation, who had his shit together, and then all of a sudden you're a fucking weirdo.
You date outside of comics though?
I've tried unsuccessfully.
It's hard.
You date outside of comics?
I dated an actor, then I dated 2 comics in a row with like a flurry of sleeping with the rest of them.
So it's easy. It's easier to date within your world.
I like what I like, and I'm not gonna like apologize. You know what I mean? Like, do I think that sometimes professionally has it fucked me up and like held me back? It's like I'm seen as sort of like, oh, like Kerryn's fucking this person, that's why she got that, or this person likes her, blah blah blah.
Of course,
but like I just
everything I got was because I was fucking a comic of a higher level. What you talking about?
Right,
I use that shit.
I guess I'm not really above it. Yeah.
I tell female comics all the time. Fuck your way up. We doing this. We doing this shit.
Right. But then sometimes there's like a really hot open micer that like he'll walk my dog.
Oh, really?
Hilarious.
You use him? So you're doing the same thing.
I've actually never done an open micer.
You're crazy.
Listen, there's some of them have big dicks, Candice.
No, I believe it. And I'm not, but the thing is I can't, if I don't find you funny, I don't respect you as a comic.
Just
so
don't watch, don't ever watch their comedy.
I think that's fucked up. I don't care if she's funny or not.
You got to.
I don't care.
That's
because men don't care what women do.
No.
You know what?
If I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. I don't care if you went on stage and bombed.
Yeah, no.
Wouldn't that make your dick crawl up inside you?
You guys need a funny comic to sleep with them. If you're pretty, if you're attractive.
Of course, but that's in life. Like I said, y'all don't care.
Louis J. Gomez for 2 years. He doesn't have to be that funny.
Shots fired.
My question is, who's worse then? Because I like you for the content of your character, not because of what you do on stage, or he has to be funny.
No,
that's worse.
No, you're not talking about content of character. You like how we look.
She's attractive.
Exactly. So if that's not content of character.
The dude looked like Michael B. Jordan, whoever you like.
Yeah.
And wasn't funny.
Keep talking.
If he looked like Michael B. Jordan, it wasn't funny. You wouldn't sleep with him.
If he looks like Michael B. Jordan, there's no way he's funny. If he looks like Michael B. Jordan, there's no way he's funny.
But still, if he was that attractive and not funny, you wouldn't sleep with him.
That's not true.
Here's
what are you talking about?
If he was a horrible comic?
If he was a professional comedian saying I'm a comic and he's bombing
and he's
all over
that
town,
terrible?
No, I can't.
I don't
look
respect
like Michael B. Jordan. That girl could look like Scarlett Johansson.
Does he have a personality? There have to be other things involved.
We don't care about this shit.
No.
Aren't you embarrassed?
I do.
though?
No, for what?
Like
If she's attractive.
Men don't care.
We don't. If she's attractive. No. But that's worse too.
But like,
he
what
needs to
if
be
every
funny.
time somebody sees you with her, he's like,
That's
oh,
not
you're still
worse.
with like that fucking dumb chick? who
No,
sucks
but like
at comedy?
you're with that hot girl.
hot chick who sucks at comedy. Like, why doesn't she quit
Because she's
comedy?
hot.
Why you think that hot people should just be in comedy?
That's
no
what I'm
matter
saying.
What?
You
No.
don't respect
She's hot.
what
No.
we do.
I don't care about her. I
Would
like
you
as a
try to
person.
get her to quit? Because
No.
then I respect
It's
you.
not my place to tell somebody what they can do with their dream.
Men have
That's
never
not cool.
cared what women do.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
That's crazy.
You could date a cashier. You could date
Right.
a toll booth worker. You could date a
But that's-
stripper.
but that's-
You could date a porn star.
but
You
that's-
don't care what we do.
But that's my problem. That's the issue. I should care what you do to date you, or I should want to be with you because I want to be with you. He has to be a certain level of established for you to fuck with him. That's more
No,
fucked up.
what I'm saying is that y'all don't necessarily care about things we have to say.
No, that's
like-
different. That's different.
No, but it's true. Like, for example, you
you're-
guys could. You're more. A lot of men are more comfortable dating a woman who's a cashier. Not that there's anything wrong with being a cashier, but you'd rather do that because it makes you feel better about your manhood than dating a woman who's like a successful lawyer.
No.
Or someone who could
If you're a hot,
challenge you.
you wouldn't date a hot bus driver. I would. That's the difference.
I wouldn't say that I wouldn't date a hot bus
A
driver.
hot.
I'm not putting that. I'm not saying I wouldn't do that.
You would think about it. If she looked like Rihanna, she driving a bus. I wouldn't
Is he
think twice about
honest?
it.
If he's an honest person,
See? All the
and I
extra
trust him, when of course we have. What do we talk about this whole entire time?
but
We need
if
things
Michael
that men
B.
don't
Jordan
need.
drove a bus, you wouldn't date him.
That's not true. That is not true. If he looked like Michael B. Jordan, I might get a bus
A
pass.
garbage. If Michael B. Jordan picked up your garbage at 6 a.m,
I'd be like,
Garbage
who is
man,
that?
that is not a bad job.
That's not. They make good money.
They retire young.
Yeah, and they make good money.
They make good money.
Yeah.
you would date Michael B. Jordan?
100%.
Garbage.
Yes,
100%.
I honestly, but no, a guy who looks like Michael B. Jordan wouldn't. They're actors. They're not gonna. They know they look good.
Good
so-
looking people do the track. Come on.
Not in L.A. Good-looking people are
Maybe not in
celebrities
LA.
and famous and self-absorbed.
Listen,
and
There's some hot
entertainment.
trash dudes in Brooklyn. Shout out Brooklyn.
Every beautiful girl was a regular person in Iowa somewhere who came to LA.
Of course,
They were regular.
But here's a different world.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Shout out to Aretha Franklin, R.I.P. She sang the theme song to A Different World.
Wow, that was amazing.
Friends
Love
love
me.
Where you come from?
And behind me, come with me. Yeah. Sorry, I had to give a shout
That was
out.
beautiful.
The funeral,
That was beautiful.
that 3-day funeral that just happened.
Oh yeah,
That
you
shit
mean
was 17 hours.
It was.
the groping?
Oh God,
That's
the
right.
groping, the
That's
grope
how I
heard
see it.
round the world.
Oh, right.
You saw that the Ariana Grande,
You see that?
Ariana
No, I
Grande,
watched
The areola Ariana.
Areola.
I didn't see what happened.
The pastor, she performed. She sang "Natural Woman."
He pulled a Ben Affleck on her.
Yeah,
That's
she
the
came
Ben
up-
He grabbed her
Affleck
butt.
move. Her boob.
breast, like
He grabbed her. No, he didn't.
not like this, but came around the
Can
side.
I do it?
He
to
grabbed
you?
her breast. Please do.
Do.
All of it. He
We're
grabbed her
doing a
breast.
reenactment.
Yeah, he went like this.
He did not grab her titty.
Yes, he did.
No, he
you
didn't.
Can, no, you can physically see like there's a mushing that's happening, and they zoom in on it.
Like,
yeah.
more than once.
How did
Which
you not?
one?
You didn't see this? Go online.
What did she
Wake
do?
up.
You could see she
so
was uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
I don't watch funerals for entertainment. What you mean? Why would I not see this?
Well, no, because it's literally been memed now. You know, the
Oh, yeah.
interwebs.
Ariana, she.
Dude, Trevor Noah tweeted about it. It was just like very straightforward. Like, what is that bishop doing with his hand?
On her
Oh, I know
titty.
that.
And then said, I didn't even know who you were. I thought you was on the Taco Bell menu.
Super offensive.
Super offensive, but also her last name is Italian. Like,
Right,
at least
I
make the
know.
joke accurate. Be like, I
No.
thought you were on the Starbucks menu.
No,
Grande,
no.
right? But Mexican? That's
thinks
not
she's
even
a-
the right culture.
Tiny little Mexican, and he grabbed it. He's like,
Oh,
oh,
wow.
he's
That's
like
crazy.
literally was like, oh, look at this tiny little Mexican the Lord has put here for me to grab into.
Poor little thing. That poor little Areola Grande.
But he apologized, right?
He did apologize. He apologized.
You think he did it on purpose, or he was like?
I
grabbing
think that
her?
guy does that.
Yes.
I think that guy's.
I
Done
look,
that
I look at
before.
like how dumb could you be to do that for
On TV?
thousands of people?
But this is the hubris on
Yeah.
some of these men in these power positions. And I know you're like, he's a pastor, like what kind of, but like he's like the leader, the head of this church.
Yep.
You can't give people power, man.
No, and that's
Well,
his
man.
move. I know he does that every graduation picture, every confirmation picture with every young girl. That's his move.
And this,
Well,
you know.
that's not cool.
No, but you know, like the church man, and then
Feminist
people who
listener?
actually
Trying to keep my career, so I totally abhorrently disregard that. I do not condone the black pastor grabbing on sweet, succulent Ariana Grande. If I had an opportunity to grab her, I wouldn't do it because I'm about.
What do you think Pete Davidson's going to try and fight him now?
No, he's not going to do shit.
That'd be so funny. He challenges him to an MMA fight.
He just got famous. He can't do that. He gotta take that L. You think Ariana Grande?
That would be great. That would make him more famous for standing up for his woman.
Yeah,
Fighting a dirty pastor.
I'd like him to say something.
I would like him to say something.
He got to get in first. She handled it, right?
Yes, of course. I mean, that's a good point.
Did
Rell.
she respond?
She doesn't need a man.
She doesn't need a man to.
Yeah.
No.
She's very independent.
She don't need him, but it would have been entertaining to see it.
Like, I'm gonna jerk off to him protecting
I would love.
her.
I'm trying to think of a man. The last time a man has ever like stood up for my honor.
Care to somebody test else.
I don't have much honor left, so they have to do it quick if they're gonna do it. I got maybe three years of honor left.
3 years. Like bitch, you on your own.
She's gonna have a dishonorable discharge.
like some dude disrespecting the club. Candice, you got it. What you want me to?
That's what I have in my underwear right now. A dishonorable discharge. Thank you.
The stuff that comes out of our bodies.
Oh my
so
God.
gross.
We're not about to do this. We're not about to do this.
I know. Discharge is gross.
Oh, the last time Rell was on, when he was just on as a guest, we were talking about my gas because I had to cancel a date one time because I ate too many Brussels sprouts.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, and you told him?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is somebody that I've known for years. We're cool. Like, we're
Don't
friends.
make me sound crazy.
What?
I don't think most people would have did that.
Would have canceled the date?
No, I told him. I told him why.
Told him, man, hey, I'm having a shit. So I'm farting.
This was a friend that I've known for 3 years, and we
No, but it was a sexual. It was a sexual relationship.
It was about to be. No, not yet. It was about to become. We hadn't become
Let me ask
that
you
yet.
this: sex was going to happen, right? So the physical attraction's there. Would you have told a guy we're going to have sex? You can't come over. I'm having a shit. I'm farting a lot.
I didn't say shit.
It's very possible. Yes.
You're not going to tell a guy you're going to have sex with.
I did a photo shoot yesterday. It was like this kinky sci-fi shit, and I farted on the table in front of the photographer.
On purpose?
Nah, but I mean, I guess
came out.
I knew it was coming.
But my comments aren't relegated just to women. I would walk out of a room. I would never.
Farted?
I wouldn't. No, I would
You're
never.
You're still here. I got him.
Karen lets one launch. Too late,
I would never do that in a room with a woman. I would walk out the room. Out of respect for her.
I also didn't fart in front of him. I canceled a date. I canceled the date because I had too much gas.
I've never heard somebody cancel it. That's the first time I heard that.
That's the first time I experienced it.
They must have been pretty bad.
First time I ate a pound of Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, you just went all in on the Brussels sprouts.
They were delicious.
You were maybe concerned you might poop in the middle of the day.
I nonstop was farting for like 12 hours straight.
You don't care about dick the way we care about.
I had no choice. I was like, this is not going to go away.
You don't care about dick the way we care about pussy because no way we would have canceled that. If pussy's coming over, we're not canceling. I don't give a fuck what's going on. My mother got to be in the hospital.
They were like contractions. Yeah. I was timing the minutes in between. I was like, I'm gonna fart again, and I did, like clockwork.
That's true. In sex-wise, your positioning is
it's gonna come
your
out.
body's
and
open.
I can't blame it on I can't blame it on a queef 13 times.
No,
a queef with a smell. That queef smell, baby.
Nobody queefs that much. How wide is your vagina?
I fucked the Brussels
How much
sprout.
air is getting in there?
We have digressed.
That's what we do here on The Struggle.
Candice's asshole
We went from talking about Karen's alcoholism. So wait, back to that.
Oh, yes.
Do you feel like you're going to relapse again?
I think I'm in a good spot right now. I gotten really addicted to like the exercise. I always have to plug the hole with like something else. You know?
And but I have learned that with people who have addictions to things, they become fixated on then something else.
Yes.
Like it'll whether it be shopping or sex or coffee, something.
All of them, because nothing will ever fill the
void.
That booze. I mean, and that's what. And I don't go to enough meetings. I'll be honest, but AA meetings are helpful.
They are helpful.
I do believe in marijuana management. I do smoke pot.
That was my next question was like, do you smoke?
Yeah.
Are you scared of getting addicted to that, or are you addicted to it?
I don't feel that. No, does it? It sort of is. Just like takes the edge off a little. Yeah. I prefer to like smoke marijuana than like smoke cigarettes because it's right. But they both sort of, I do them for the same reason. You need like that social break sometimes, you know? Mm-hmm. You can be like, and it's because we're so conditioned to these 4-second videos of like consuming like people's lives that like having a real conversation like, gives you anxiety. And you're like, oh, I have to go grab a drink. I have to go get a cigarette. I'll be right back. Just so you can do a lap. Right. So it's like, it is sort of a crutch in that sense. And AA does frown upon the marijuana management. They're like, if you've had any mood elevators today. Like, don't share. I'm like, you guys, you really want to hear about this dream, though? I swear.
Right. No, but seriously though.
Are you high? Shut up. Give me another donut. Hey, it's great. They have donuts.
It's the only reason I go. Krispy Kremes.
Munchkins. No, so I feel like I'm in a good spot. I'm in a good spot now. I'd love to be like, yes, of course. The goal is never drink again because I'm just a fucking nightmare. Like, I don't drink like a normal person.
So, like, what would you do? Like, for example, well, two-part question. Okay. So, what type of situation, do you find yourself avoiding situations because you know it's going to lead to you having a weak spot and then all of a sudden now a rabbit hole?
Yeah.
Do you avoid certain situations?
Sure. I mean, I just don't go as hard when I'm not drinking. I maintain all my commitments. Like, if I'm booked on this show, I'll never not, show up for a spot.
Right.
But if I'm drinking, I'm like, how can I go to every single fucking club and see every single fucking person tonight, just like beeline, like a little jet all over town.
Right.
But if I'm not drinking, it's like, let me get home
You become more
midnight.
responsible.
Totally.
Right.
Walk my dog. I want to feel good tomorrow. I want to be in the gym tomorrow.
Right.
Hangovers are brutal.
And if you drink, you're not going to be able to function properly the next morning.
And alcoholism is a creepy addiction because it's a very slippery slope. Like, in the beginning of all my relapses, it'll be like, oh, I had a glass of wine with dinner, big deal. And then cut to 2 weeks later, I'm doing shots of Patron before I go to work.
Wow.
It like just gets out of control.
Is it hard in this profession? Because we advocate drinking at the clubs, you know what I mean? It's everywhere. Is it hard to be a comedian and doing it?
Being on stage?
It has to be.
Just being around
comics sometimes, yeah.
And there's liquor, like when you're waiting for a spot. Like, I know when I go to the store and it's like I got an hour before my spot.
Right.
Like, there's literally nothing else to do there. And there's so many people I see all the time and I want to talk to them.
Right.
Let me just get a drink and I'll feel tipsy and
lubricate it, and then I can start all the conversations.
Right.
I don't need to be eased into anything or introduced. I just insert myself everywhere. Hey, did you guys remember I'm here? Yeah, Kerryn.
So that's got to be difficult for you then, being in the clubs where there's liquor and literally everybody's drinking.
It is, but there are also there's a lot of comics who don't drink, and then you sort of do.
That's true.
You find yourself, putting value over. Some people are just better fucking hangs. I think you should be kicked out of comedy if you're not a good hang. Like, if you're not.
I think that's.
Yeah.
I would love that rule.
If you keep,
there'd be 4 comics.
There'd be 4 comics. But if you keep bringing it back to the business, or you keep bringing it back to I'm working on this packet. If you just can't just let go for a minute and talk about I don't know
the worst.
anything else, or if you're just on, it's have a real moment.
You just named 85%
I know,
of comics.
It sucks. I'll kill them. I just want to kill them. I hate everyone. It's me, you guys.
No, it's not you.
It's me.
So and my second part of that question was going to be on a night where you were drinking.
Yeah.
What would that look like? You would have one drink and then that would lead to how many more drinks after that?
It depends on if I got cocaine. No.
It's the common denominator.
Are we calling the guy? No, it's what would it look like? I mean, once it's sort of I get it in my head, I'm going to drink. Even this past relapse, I get more and more responsible within my relapses.
Okay.
I do try to, but it's just eventually it turns into a bender. That's the problem. My biggest problem is people will just, I'll live through this hangover.
Right.
Me, I'm why would I live through a hangover when I could just get drunk again right now?
Right.
So it's just I drink myself into straight up alcohol poisoning.
Jesus.
You know?
Yeah.
So
You're small.
you're so petite.
I'm a little.
3 shots.
Yeah.
Your tolerance
She's like,
bigger
but
than that.
no.
3 shots. I'm what?
But your tolerance is probably
pre-gaming.
Is alcoholism in your family?
Sure. Yeah, my uncle died from alcoholism
shit.
And obesity. So at least I'm not fat.
At least I'm not a fat drunk.
That's the worst.
Yeah. Dear God.
So
what about your parents?
Parents are good because my grandparents were alcoholics on both sides, and it skips a generation now.
Yeah, we have so. I had my mom's mom was a severe alcoholic, and then her brother, one of her brothers, because she comes from a family of 8. And so, her brother, his whole life has been still to this day, he's in a halfway house and can't. So and my mom was always concerned about how we were going to turn out because she was it's in our genes.
Right.
So my mom was super paranoid when I was in college. She would come over one time and we had a party and there was bottles everywhere because we had a party.
Right.
And a lot of them were in my bedroom.
Oh, no.
And my mom didn't see the party. She just saw the aftermath. Came into my bedroom and saw empty bottles and was like, Danielle is does Candice have a problem?
Oh God!
And didn't believe me when I was like, Mom, I have the lowest tolerance of anybody. I'm like, I have her tolerance. She drinks one drink and she's gone. I can drink 2 and I'm like, nice for the rest of the night.
I've seen it.
Shut up, Rell. Was I like that in Montreal?
Like, Candice, pull your drawers.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Okay, that has never happened. Rell is trying to.
I'm joking.
He's never.
She's wearing boxers. It was weird.
It's for this dick that you wished upon me. You manifested a dick on me, and now all of a sudden I'm wearing boxer briefs.
I get so jealous of people like that, like you, that can just have like 2 drinks. I'm good. I'm like, I wish.
Was your tolerance ever low and you just built it up, or were you always from jump? Because I know some people who jump, it takes a lot for them to even, especially men, because their body mass. But I know some guys who literally, I don't feel anything until like 4 drinks in.
Wow. I mean, they probably have a problem. They should probably look inward. But my thing is like, it doesn't even matter how drunk I am. I just want to keep getting drunk. Like I don't and that's why I would black out. I've had 8 concussions. I got like 4 stitches.
8 concussions?
In my forehead. Yeah, that's why I think I'm so youthful. Because I think I'm as old as my last concussion.
She's like, I'm so youthful because I've been in a coma for the past 3 years. I don't age when I sleep.
How do you look so young? Sleep.
I've been in a cryogenic chamber in a coma.
In fact, I'm going to go to bed right now.
That's funny.
You guys, I'm so sorry to say this, but we have to wrap this up.
I was great.
It went by so quickly.
I know.
Talking about your problems was just so.
I'm just
it feels so good. I love it.
It just flowed.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, of course. This was fantastic. Guys, thanks for listening. If you are a regular listener of The Struggle, but you have never told anybody about it or shared this fantastic podcast with your friends and family, how dare you? Shame on you. Spread the love. We need more listeners. And if you've never rated and reviewed us on iTunes, that actually makes a huge difference. So please go ahead and do us a solid and do that if you've never done that before. Thank you for that. And you can find me at Jokes by Candice on social media and CandiceThompsonComedy.com for my show dates. And Rell, where can everybody find you?
Rell Battle on social media. That's it. And Kerryn. I'll be at a Barry's Crab Shack and
do they
Watts.
It sounds delicious. Oh my God, I had a dream about crabs last night. Not crabs down there, but actual.
Well, you need to get you some powder. Candice, I'm about to say.
Oh, I took an edible right before I went to bed. Maybe that had something to do with it.
Or it's probably just the crabs. And you can find you. We can find you at...
Shut up, Rell.
Find me on Instagram at Kerryn Feehan. I also have a comic strip called Ernest Goes to Pound Town that is about my dog and my lovers. And it's illustrated by Julia Johns. It's very, I think it's very funny. Awesome. You guys want to follow
and it's on Instagram?
It's on Instagram. Little comic strip, just more content for the world.
Wait, is that on your Instagram or you have a separate Instagram?
Separate Instagram.
What is it? Say it.
It's called Ernest Goes to Pound Town.
That at Ernest Goes to Pound Town. Yeah, whatever that is.
If you follow me, I share it a lot. We'll all come together on it.
Yay. All right. Thanks for listening. And until next time, The Struggle. Bye.
Bye-bye.